make shit happen.
This is my time, my grind. Promise I'ma do what's right. Open eyes, see the sign. Now I give it all I got. This is not what you think. This is nowhere near a game to me. It's the air that I breathe in my wildest dreams. Seems out of reach and a little far from my grams. Times past used to follow my.
Hey guys, from Studios back again. It's Alex.
And it's me, Noah.
And we are back with more New Japan. It's Wrestling Dontaku 2014. Pretty good, average show for New Japan. Not the best they've done, but you know.
It was probably below average for what you expect from New Japan as a wrestling show. Pretty
Still
average.
Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, first up we had Young Bucks versus Forever Hooligans. Very typical match from these guys. We've seen it 1,000 times. You know,
these guys have great chemistry. It's just nothing new.
Yeah, crowd was really into this match at all. Like I thought, and they really had to work hard to get them into it. But I still enjoyed it. You know, it's match we've seen 1,000 times, but it's still good. You know.
I agree.
3.5.
I also gave it 3.5.
All right. Next up we had Chaos, Iizuka and Toru Yano versus Suzuki and Shelton Benjamin. Fucking dud. God.
Terrible. It's just terrible.
Stupid. I hate these guys' fucking feuds. Yeah, Yano stole a win like when Suzuki was beating the shit out of him or whatever. Just fuck this match.
Yeah, awful.
Then we had the off to a great start for the show. Yeah. Then we had the NWA Heavyweight Championship match between Kojima versus West Brisco. God, West Brisco being brought in.
He is ungodly.
He
terrible.
is so fucking terrible. This is the most basic of matches. That's why I described it in my notes. The most basic of matches.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just getting by.
Yep. West Brisco, the art of getting by. That's actually the NWA, I guess. That's their fucking slogan.
Yeah.
We get by. Then we had Hirooki Goto and Katsuyori Shibata. Jesus Christ.
Katsuyori.
Katsuyori Shibata. Japanese names are hard. Versus Nakanishi, the Niche.
The Niche. He's aged about 30 years in the last year. Holy shit!
Like I remember watching this, like, man, this is the guy that no one likes.
That's Niche? I was embarrassed. So I was like, oh no, if that's him.
Versus Yuji Nagata.
Fucker cannot move. It's like watching a beer barrel walk around.
No, it's no longer a fan of the Niche.
I'm sorry, it's over.
Okay, very solid, hard-hitting match though. It was good, you know. Shibata and Nagata, I mean, they wanted to fucking kill each other, man. God damn, man.
Yeah, and those two, I just love watching. I can't tell if they legitimately cannot stand each other or what the deal is.
I think that
it strikes me as like Shibata's this young guy who thinks he can do whatever he wants, and Nagata wants to put him in his place. That's how it feels. You know?
Yeah, and I think it's just like Nagata comes from that age of like going in there and legitimately beating the shit out of each other, and like it's like he sees this guy Shibata who's kind of the same way. It's like, okay, you want to play rough? I can do that.
Yeah.
I actually thought Nishi did pretty well in this match. He was
played his role.
Exactly, he played a role pretty well. The botch finish kind of sucked, but they saved it pretty well by just like going right to something else. Like
right.
So, 3 stars, pretty fun.
I give this 2 3/4.
Okay. We had the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match between between Kota Ibushi and Ryusuke Taguchi. Very good back and forth match. I really liked Taguchi kind of using Devitt's moves. That was a really nice little nod to him. That was kind of cool. Really good stuff. I like this that Taguchi was out wrestling Ibushi, and Ibushi had to use his speed and agility to kind of like counter the wrestling ability of Taguchi.
Yeah, that was a cool dynamic.
Yeah.
I did feel myself a little disappointed by this match.
Yeah, definitely.
I expected more. I mean, Ibushi has been having
stellar.
He always has just blow away good matches, and this was not one of those.
It was still very good,
fun.
though. Yeah,
it was good.
I gave it 3 3/4.
I give this 3 1/4. I was just disappointed.
Oh, okay. Then we had a really phenomenal. I think this was actually the match of the night. The Open Neverweight Championship match. That's a weird ass title. Anyway, versus Tomohiro Ishii versus Tomoka Honma.
Yes.
This was fantastic. I mean, these guys fucking beat the shit out of each other. This was just 12 minutes of stiff action. Honma was really nice at working the neck, like doing his little diving headbutt. Doing the diving headbutt to the outside.
Oh my god. What was he thinking?
Gotta get your shit in, bro.
No kidding. Jeez.
Yeah, these guys kill each other, man. I loved Honma in this match, and like the crowd was really into him, and it was great. Just. You know, and Ishii going for Honma's throat, which like I don't know if you know that, like that's why his voice is so raspy. Like he got like beat, like he got hit really hard, like that. He has like a damaged like throat, so that's why like Ishii was kind of going like aiming for the throat. Like, it's like, you know,
makes it even better.
Psychological, man. Love this match. It was just fantastic. 4 1/4.
I just loved this match. Honma and Ishii are not young guys by any means, but you wouldn't be able to tell by the pace they cut in this match.
Oh no shit.
4.5, loved it.
Okay. Next up, we had an 8-man tag team elimination match, which included the going over the top rope as eliminations, which was really weird.
Yeah, at first I was like, wait.
Yeah. The only reason I caught that on was because I remember Carino joking about it, like on a ROH pay-per-view or show. Like, yo, oh, he went over the top rope. That's not, or he went through the middle. That's not elimination. You know, it's like, so like, I kind of like, oh, okay, and kind of picked up on it.
I get it.
This was the Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Tomatonga versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, Jushin Thunder Liger, Tetsuya Naito, and Togi Makabe. Pretty stacked match, but not very good match.
Yeah, did not.
Yeah, it was fun. Told a nice little story and set up a couple good feuds, but not much in the just in-ring wrestling stuff, I think.
Yeah,
you know,
it
was pretty safe.
Yeah, it was very basic. Felt kind of house show.
Yeah. So,
what'd you give this one?
3.
I gave it a 2.5. I was really.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the stipulation didn't do it.
Yeah, the stipulation definitely hurt it, but like I think this like it did a nice job. Like I think like Naito eliminating Fale was awesome.
Yeah, I did like that.
Like, and that was really cool. So you know, I enjoyed like I liked how it set up feuds. That's what I said.
Yeah, it was effective.
Yeah. Okay. Then we had one of the absolute shit matches of all time. God. The Gracies taking on Sakuraba and Nakamura. All I have written down for this match is boring as fuck. That's it. If you can make a boring match with Nakamura, you suck.
What's crazy is they bring in the Gracies. The Gracies have had matches with the best talent in the world and have had some of the worst matches you could ever see.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna get the worst wrestler of the year award.
Can we just package them together and just be like worst wrestler?
Oh,
is the Gracies.
Yeah. The Gracie dynasty.
Can you yeah, if we separate them, then it's like negative. They're just so bad that it just like...
Exactly.
Ugh.
So bad. I give this a 1/4 star, and I think I'm being generous. Also, any match that involves Nakamura wearing a fucking robe and not his luxurious leather pants, fuck that.
I didn't sign
You
up
automatically lose a star for that shit.
That's right. That's just...
He comes out like doing a little dance, like what the fuck is this shit, you know? He looks like a fucking Power Ranger.
What I don't understand that. How come the Gracies don't have to fucking dress like wrestlers when they have matches?
It's bullshit.
And here's one of my biggest nitpicks is, why are the Gracies allowed to choke people with their gi, but no one else can use anything else to choke anyone? How is that not illegal?
Wrestling, bro. Not everything has to make sense.
Because the Gracies don't know how to wrestle, and if we took that away from them, they would have nothing else to do.
They'd have more fake MMA wrestling.
This was shit. I overrated it with 1/2 star.
Knock that shit back down.
I might have to knock it.
Okay. We're knocking it down. We're knocking it down
It's
right.
enough.
Yeah. Then we had the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight title match between Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. Very, very well worked match. I thought these guys just almost like naturally clicked in the ring. I thought it was like almost like naturally they worked together pretty well.
I agree. I enjoyed the way that these guys worked together, but also just when those guys got in the ring, it just felt surreal.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm seeing this.
Yeah, it was just like it was kind of crazy because like it's just like AJ just has that presence. Like and they played it up very well. Like they mentioned like DNA stuff, AJ style. It's like. They make a big deal out of him, and like when he's face to face with Okada, the #1 guy in New Japan right now, it's like it felt like a big deal.
Right, and they've had matches since.
Yeah,
and they've had probably better matches. I mean, let's be honest,
better matches.
They were better.
Yeah.
But this is the one that it's a moment.
Exactly,
it's a moment in time where you're seeing AJ Styles face Okada for the IWGP world title, crazy. It's not something I ever thought I would see, and I felt it going in.
This was like a moment, you know.
Right, and so it would have been hard for this match to really
not deliver.
Yeah, because it was a dream match that I was sitting there watching unfold.
Yeah, this is great.
And AJ, he fits seamlessly into the main event of New Japan.
I agree.
You know, it's not like WWE, if you bring someone in, they got to establish that. He stepped in and everybody bought it.
This was his first match in New Japan, instantly in the main event for the title.
And he's a junior. He is a junior.
Yeah.
He's not a heavyweight guy.
Yeah. He's great.
So,
fantastic match. I mean, great counters and they clicked so well. I will say, yes, the finish was kind of shitty with Takashi turning on New Chaos and joining the Bullet Club, which is like kind of like, oh, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I did like the fact that it just, like, when AJ won the belt, it was played up like a big moment. Like, oh my god, the Bullet Club, these invaders have finally captured the biggest prize in the company. And like, it felt like a very big moment of like, you know, this group had been trying to do it for a year, had finally conquered New Japan.
And I even wrote, the historic ramifications are palpable. Like, you could feel it. It just felt like such a historic moment.
And again, like, you bring back, like, this is AJ's first match in the company, and he wins the fucking title from the #1 guy in the company. It's like, that's huge. It was, you know, it's like it was a really cool, just like surreal moment. The match could have been better, absolutely, and they did have better matches down the road. But like this, I thought like this was like a very good way of like, this was the first stepping stone of a feud that has really delivered well. Yeah. So I give it 3 3/4, almost 4. I do think the finish hurt it a little bit, just because I didn't like that it played up right into the finish. That's my only complaint about it. And I agree. I never liked that.
I think the finish was the only thing that really hurt this. There were some moments I did want to mention that I just thought were awesome when Okada went for the Rainmaker and it got reversed into the calf killer.
Oh my god, I love the calf killer. That is such a fucking great move.
And it's so basic.
Yeah, it's like he rolls up so effectively and like it
just, you know that hurts like hell.
Oh hell yeah.
And also, just at the end, before the interference, you could tell that AJ was getting frustrated with all of Okada's like reversals. Yeah. And I felt like that set them up to have great matches later on. Mm-hmm. So this match built up the possibility of having great clashes later on. Yeah. I agree with your rating, 3 3/4. This is a match that I hate the finish. You know, normally I hate those kind of finishes, but I could go back and watch this match again.
Absolutely, I agree. What did you give this show overall?
This was a tough one because it was so, how should I say, shitty in parts.
Horrible undercard.
Yeah, it's really a 2-match show. Yeah. Well, 3 if you count the opener. Yeah. So I want to say I'm gonna go with a 7.25.
I'm gonna go with a 7.5. Just because I did think it took a while to get going, but when it got going and it was really good. It was really good. So
fair.
I really enjoyed it, you know, and like I think that even when New Japan does shit, it's still somehow better than WWE shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's not as offensive.
Yeah, it's not as offensive, you know. Maybe it's because it's Japanese, you know.
Right.
I don't know. But that wraps it up for us from Wrestling Dontaku. Too sweet. Take care.